Hello, everyone, and good evening to you. I welcome you to another video tutorial on the XAUUSD, and this is going to be a follow-up detail to my previous analysis on this pair, where we were able to close last week with the first position closed with over 3,600 pips, and we had a second position running with over 2,000 pips before the end of last week trading session. And I also want to appreciate every single one of you that supported this my video on the XAUUSD last week, as it came out to be the most followed pair amongst my publication last week. So as we head into the new week, how do we intend to trade the XAUUSD? But before I go into the details, I will let you know that I will be dropping the link to my previous analysis in the comment section so that you can have a look at what we were looking at in this market prior to this new video that I'll be sharing in a moment. So on the 1 hour time frame, we have this bearish trend line. So last week started with from around the $1,700 level, and we were able to enjoy this bearish move at every retest of structure. So we joined here, we joined here as well, and then price came to our take profit target. Then we had another position at this point, which rejected the $1,666 level to push price right to the downside. So let me delete this so that we can have a clean chart here. So we have this right now. And then we have this bearish trend line as well, which has been holding price action throughout the course of last week. Let me delete that too. Let's delete this one too as well. And let's have a clean chart. So right now, how do we intend to trade the XAUUSD going into the new week? Well, the first thing I want to be doing at this point is to scale up to the higher time frame. Let's look at what is really happening on the higher time frame before we start making a decision on this pair. So on the higher time frame, it is very, very obvious that price action has been on a very strong bearish momentum. And as a result of this, we were able to connect the series of lower highs here to give us that resultant bearish trend line. And during the last 2 weeks, we saw price come back to do a retest of that structure, which evolved into a reversal pattern that sent price crashing to the downside to somewhere around the $1,640 level. So now with this information we have here on the daily time frame, we are left with two options right now. Are we going to be seeing a situation where price will be continuing to the downside? That is, we are going to be having a scenario where price will continue to the downside in the new week, or are we going to be having a situation where a breakout of price will continue to the upside in such a way that we have a breakout of that structure that will be sending price soaring to the high side? Well, this cannot be identified here. We need to scale down to a much lower time frame to see things more clearly. But before I do, I want to share with you this important $1,680 level, which has been our yardstick for selling opportunities in the last 2 weeks now. So we can see how the structure also has been a major determinant of price action in the past. Though we saw the breakdown of the structure here, price did multiple rejection by the sellers here to push price to the downside. But a couple of weeks ago, we witnessed a breakout of the structure, giving us a bullish signal. But during the course of last week's trading session, price broke down the $1,680 level one more time to send price going to the downside. So going into the new week, what is going to be our expectation? Well, let's scale down to the 4 hours time frame and let's see what's happening on the 4 hours time frame. And yeah, we are on the 4 hours time frame now. And another structure that I needed to identify here on the 4 hours time frame is the $1,660 level. And look at what has been happening with this level prior to last week's trading session. We saw how this level has been in the demand niche for participants in this market, as we saw how price climbed from that area into somewhere around the $1,730 area. And since then, price has continued to find lower lows and lower highs, leading to another multiple rejection of the $1,660 level during the course of last week's trading session. You can see, so we saw that there is a little um, pressure coming in from the buyers at that point, but later on price broke down the structure, did the retest, climbed up a little bit, then we saw this engulfing candle that took price right below the $1,660 level. So now with this information we have here, I want to be using the key level, the structure at the $1,660 level as my yardstick for going into the new week. So like I said on the higher time frame, there are two options we want to be looking forward to. How we're going to be having a scenario where price will come back into the $1,660 level with multiple rejection of that area, or probably price evolve into a reversal pattern that will be inciting a further trend continuation to the downside. That is one scenario I want to be looking forward to. And then the other scenario is, what if price breaks above the $1,660 level in such a way that we have a retest of that structure? Well, multiple rejection of this level could incite a trend continuation to the upside, which will probably lead into the breakout of the $1,680 level, which also lines up with the bearish trend line that we identified on the daily time frame, after which a retest to structure will be giving us further confirmation to add more position to our existing buy position on the XAUUSD. So these are the two scenarios I'm looking forward to going into the New York session tomorrow. But one thing I would like to state here is that the gold has been very bearish in the last 4 to 5 months now, and it's advisable to be looking for bearish momentum, as even if price climbs right above the $1,660 level, we might be having a situation where a rejection of the key level, which also lines up with the bearish trend line, might be sending price going to the downside. So we need to be very mindful and very cautious, as we want to be using the nature of the price movement around the structure here to determine how we intend to trade the XAUUSD. And look at what has happened here. We can see we saw multiple rejection of this level at the $1,640 level. Could this be a situation Could this be a situation that will be sending price to the upside? We don't know yet. But one thing I'm sure of is that I will be dropping in the comment section of this video during the early hours of the week, after monitoring how participants in this market will be relating with this to the structure. Then I will be giving you an update on how I intend to be trading the XAUUSD for the new week. If this video has been of immense help in making your individual decision on the XAUUSD for this week, kindly support this project by clicking the like button. You will also want to follow me on my TradingView platform at Dark Sherry, so that you don't miss out on the regular updates I normally share in the comment section of every video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking as well, and I look forward to seeing you in the comment section on Monday morning. Bye bye.